The year is 2001. You find yourself huddled in front of the TV, hoping your parents don't hear the buzz or the hum as it flickers to life. As you sit there, you start to anticipate what's about to happen next. Now this channel, it's Cartoon Network, but something feels different. Then suddenly, it happens.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim.
You find your young mind suddenly indoctrinated to an uncanny world with surreal art styles and adult humor. And it made us feel badass, like we were getting away with something every time we watched one of these forbidden adult shows. Today we're going to be visiting a very unique meal toy selection all the way from Hardee's. That's right, something oddly nostalgic but oddly new. Adult Swim toys. Let's go.
What is that? Pimento? What is that? Pimento cheese?
Alright, but what exactly is Adult Swim? Well, to put it bluntly, it was a special entertainment block hosted by Cartoon Network back in the day, which essentially acted as the channel's nighttime persona. Now, Adult Swim was targeted toward more mature viewers, with the assumption that the younger viewership would be in bed by then. And obviously, especially in my case, that didn't always work. And honestly, thank goodness it didn't. Between its clever programming and openness to try different things, we would end up exposed to quirky, unique, and fun shows that would not only remain as mainstays of the channel, but, in my humble opinion, would also inform the comedy and humor for the next coming years, and probably still echoing till today. Good morning and good evening to you, beautiful handsome beings out there. Now, let's be honest, most of you already knew what Adult Swim was, right? I mean, it's pretty iconic. Now, before I go any further into checking out these very unique RV Adult Swim toys, I want to tackle two elephants in the room right away. First off, while I want to claim that I have encyclopedic knowledge of every Adult Swim show, the truth is, it's been a minute, so I don't really know I'll be up to par with every single show that's been released. The good news is that these Happy Meal toys, we're really aiming for what was popular on Adult Swim, so I should be able to comment on them. That's the first thing. Second, since they are in a blind bag situation, I was only able to obtain presumably different ones. I bought a set on eBay, and I'm hoping, because I'm going to cry if not, I'm hoping that each individual toy is different. So if there happens to be 8 episodes of this particular Adult Swim series, guess what? We got them all! If there's only like 2... But you know what? Let's not worry about semantics today. Today, we only have one job, and that's to review this amazing, this oddly nostalgic meal toy. I was gonna call it a Happy Meal, but it's not a Happy Meal. It's a Hardee meal. Hardee. You know, the ones that do all the, Now, in the spirit of Adult Swim, I'm gonna do something a little bit outside of the box. See, normally I like to just grab one of the toys, I'll examine it, and, you know, open it up, and give you guys a little sneak peek into the bag and all that. However, since all these are blind, let's go ahead and pull them randomly out of a hat. Shall we? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, that one flew out. You know what? This is the one we're doing. It was so eager to jump out of the hat. You're stuck with me now, buddy. How you guys liking the new lighting situation, right? Ooh, check it out. Ooh, groovy. Alright, before opening the bag, you know what's up. I gotta check it out. I've gotta give this bagging a rating. Now, in true Adult Swim style, they actually went out of their way to give their packaging that counterculture look. Adult Swim has always been counterculture, about going a more indie route, indie art house kind of situation. Inspired by city vibes that would ironically later become lo-fi vibes, but that's not neither here or there. The packaging does a wonderful job of making you feel like you just picked this up at a bodega. Like you're picking up a baggie at the grocery store. Not that kind of baggie. Printed on both sides is that iconic Adult Swim font, with a mysterious little figurine enticing you to open this bag as soon as possible. Can I also talk about how cheap it looks? And I'm not saying that as a bad thing at all. There was this almost grunge vibe. Things felt more broken when you're young, you know, like things get scratched, things get dented, things feel cheap because that's what you can afford. There's no other word to say, but they feel authentic to Adult Swim. Adult Swim's a little bit sketchy, Adult Swim is a little bit dented, a little scratched up, a little twisted, but you know what? We keep watching because so are we in a weird way. It is now time to examine the toy. Here comes the toy. Hello, toy. Mana. Clean cut as always, baby. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Alright, now this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. And you're gonna see it before I do. What is it? Is it a black? Is it a plane? Oh! While I live and breathe, Space Coast Coast to Coast, you beautiful bastard. Now, Space Coast is a very unique situation when it came to Adult Swim. Originally being inspired by the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, it was repurposed later, similar to C-Lab 2021, if any of you guys have ever seen that, into a format that was more of a talk show. Which is interesting, actually. This host with the most would host a plethora of, like, famous celebrities, like, actual celebrities. It was an interesting time in, like, entertainment. As for the toy itself, I don't really have anything too negative to say, outside of the fact that it does look very Funko Poppy. But I believe that might actually have been on purpose. Much like the adult Happy Meal that McDonald's released a little bit ago, it feels like these toys are made more for display, like something you put on the dashboard of your car, or if you're feeling like really badass, maybe on the hood as an ornament. I want to see that. If that's a thing, you know what to do. Send me that link, and I will put it in the next video, because that's just très magnifique. Overlooking the Funko of it all, the toy looks fairly detailed for what it is. On the body you can see little details like his belt, his emblem, and I think that might be his navel line. Oh, Space Coast. Ooh. And draped along his back, it looks like a torn cape. Probably a battle day scene, and maybe that makes sense within the lore of the show. I haven't seen it, but maybe it's something I should look into. Now, as far as flexibility goes, you're not going to get a lot of movement from this. I believe you can move the heads from one direction to the other. It looks a little silly because the heads are so big, which would make you think that, hey, maybe it's going to be off balance and might spill over. But it looks like Adult Swim thought about that too. They made the base extra wide, so you could essentially make them look in any direction. So if you're looking for an audience, well, that's one viewer that won't turn away.